Oh, hello. Welcome to Dating Advice with Everitt. That's me. And whose presence do I have to grace this evening?
I'm Doug.
Hello, Doug. And Isbit or Lizbit? I knew a Lizbit once. We were friends back in high school. Lizbit really liked red, and I only bring that up because you're wearing the red thing on your legs.
Why, thank you.
And red is an interesting color because it's so powerful. It's like fire's red, fire trucks, relationships can be red. Am I right, audience? Our relationships.
Yes!
So, Doug, tell me a little bit about yourself, or maybe about your relationship. Is it a red relationship or is it a blue relationship?
Oh no, it's just that sometimes I feel sad, you know?
Feelings are funny things. So, clowns are funny.
I feel like our relationship is like a train.
Let's talk to the audience maybe about that. Anybody in the audience know anything about trains?
Hi, my name is Sky McGurfin, and I think trains go really fast.
That's a good point, Scotty. You know what else goes really fast? Cheetahs go really fast. And as you know, and trains go really fast, and cars can go really fast. And one time, I was in a car, and I was going pretty fast. Not as fast as I've ever gone, but I was going pretty fast. And I thought to myself, could a cheetah go faster? Does anybody ever feel that way? Audience, does anybody here ever go as fast as a cheetah? Anybody? A cheetah, maybe? You gentlemen in the orange hat, have you ever gone that fast? Orange is a good color, too. We don't have orange in our relationships as much as we do red and blue. But if you had orange, it would be like a fire burning. Has anybody ever made a campfire with marshmallows and sticks, and you put the stick in the fire and the end catches on fire? Yeah, there's a gentleman in the back. You know what I'm talking about. Have you ever worked with a campfire?
Why, yes, Everett, I have.
So can you tell me a little bit about that campfire?
Well, campfires are honestly really nice in the winter.
Winter's my favorite season because it's cold and it snows. And when it snows, our blue relationships, they don't feel as blue as they could. Am I right, audience? When in the snow, thank you, in the snow, Doug,
Yeah.
how are you feeling right now, Doug?
So,
You're still sad? Lizbit? How are we doing over there? Have either of you ever tried to build a birdhouse together?
Tired of just feeling tired. Worn out from just being plain old worn out. Feeling spent from just feeling spent. Maybe it's time to try something new. Maelstrom. A drink for real men. Try some today. Maelstrom! 50% testosterone, 43% sugar, 72% whale blubber, and 89% pure energy! Maelstrom! Get some!
So building a birdhouse as a couple can be very therapeutic for lots of reasons. Once I built a birdhouse, and it was a lot of fun because you had the boards, and I thought about all the people that cut the boards, and then how they made the boards, and then I cut the boards, and I cut the boards, and then I used those nail things, and they're sharp on one end and flat on the other. And you put the boards together, and you have a birdhouse. And what's interesting is when a birdhouse, you have boards, you have nails, and you have a bird. And sometimes that bird is us. And one time a carpenter friend of mine, I like carpenters a lot, I know quite a few of them, but this carpenter friend of mine, he showed me how to build a birdhouse, and that silly fella, he never showed me how to drill a hole in the birdhouse. And I thought to myself, how on earth is the bird going to get in?
Come on down to the Burger Baron restaurant on 43 West Pike in Ridgetown. The Burger Baron. Mediocre food for royal prices.
Right. I'm glad you guys understand what I'm saying. Because if you don't have the hole in the birdhouse, the little birdie can't get in. So I went down to the hardware store. And I said to the gentleman at the hardware store, and it might be a female worker, it might not be a gentleman, mine happens to be one. And I said, I've got a birdhouse and there's no hole. And sometimes our relationships are like that. We have a home, but we don't have a hole. And I said to the gentleman, I need a hole. And he said, well, what kind of bird are you? And I said, well, not a penguin. And he laughed and I laughed. And then he showed me, he said, you can drill a hole in that birdhouse. And I thought to myself, well, daggone it, that's what's wrong with all these relationships out there. We've got to drill a hole in the relationship. And I realized it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Hold on.
What do I do?
What? Oh.
And in closure, I'm hoping that through all of this, you guys have learned a little something about birdhouses, trains, cheetahs, and relationships. Doug, is there anything, or Lizbit, anything that you would like to add?
Yeah, man.
Well, that explains some things. This whole time, Lizbit, you've been trying to be the man in the relationship, and you're already a man. There was a man I knew once, and he took me to see a movie called E.T. when I was a kid. And it was a great movie. I mean, the E.T., they had to hide him. And they like would use Reese's Pieces and put them on the ground. And he'd fall after him.